What if the news could unite us across our differences? And what's really going on in the halls of power, regardless of who's elected in office? Welcome to the Want to Know Weekly newsletter, where we save you time by summarizing important news articles buried by the mainstream, revealing both the darker forces shaping society and the best of human goodness, creativity, and collective power. Here are a few excerpts of this week's curated news collection. Journalist Keenan Malik once said that AI doesn't cause harm by itself. In fact, its potential to improve society is often overlooked. When most mainstream narratives frame AI as a competition between different countries across the world to develop the best and most lethal AI weapon systems, this only heightens geopolitical tensions and ignores AI's potential to foster cooperation rather than conflict, like finding ways to bridge divides across cultures and identify patterns in conflict. So while Keenan Malik argues that AI itself isn't harmful, he emphasizes that the real danger comes from the people and corporations who control and shape AI technologies. When these technologies are weaponized, they serve to concentrate power in the hands of very few, often at the cost of innocent lives and fundamental freedoms. Take the rampant use of AI facial recognition, in which police officers in many US states are not required to reveal that they used facial recognition technology to identify suspects. Law enforcement agencies all over the country are securing contracts with the Department of Homeland Security to deploy previously classified surveillance technologies on American citizens. These technologies are commonly found in war zones. They're even working with tech startups and FedEx to build massive AI surveillance networks that track vehicles and people, and where our sensitive personal data is collected and traded with private companies without public consent or regulation. This poses a serious threat to everyone's civil liberties, with additional concerns about racial bias. All known cases of individuals who've been wrongfully arrested in the US because of false matches from facial recognition technology have been Black. According to privacy experts, facial recognition used by the police has an inaccuracy rate of approximately 74%, and there are numerous pending cases involving false positive identifications. AI-powered drone surveillance is even increasingly being used by insurance companies to monitor homeowners, as experienced by a man who found his homeowner's policy revoked due to an algorithm flagging harmless moss on his roof as a risk. And now our children are vulnerable to facial recognition technology. In the past, we've covered Proctorio, an AI surveillance anti-cheating software used in schools to monitor students through webcams, conducting desk scans, face detection, and gaze detection to flag potential cheating and to spot anybody looking away from the screen for an extended period of time. Yet now, a London-based AI firm is collecting millions of children's facial images under the guise of age assurance, a technology used to verify or estimate a user's age online. These tools, while marketed as protective, could expose children and others to unprecedented surveillance and data misuse, with some experts likening them to an authoritarian nightmare. Yet big tech isn't necessarily off the hook, as Meta's $1.4 billion settlement for its unauthorized capture of users' facial and biometric data sets a significant precedent, paving the way for historic accountability among major tech companies for violating privacy rights. As facial surveillance technologies become more pervasive, Google's recent announcement of its AI overviews marks a significant shift in how information is accessed online, prioritizing AI-generated summaries over direct links to original sources. This could lead to a 25% drop in website traffic by 2026, threatening publishers and creators who rely on Google traffic to be seen. As said before in previous news recap videos, at Want to Know, our traffic from Google search has fallen sharply, as Google has also stopped indexing most websites. Yet who knows what the future holds for Google? A judge just ruled that Google broke antitrust laws by misusing its dominance in online search. So our online world is increasingly being manipulated. and we're being surveilled in ways never seen before. We should be talking openly about these core issues, but a recent survey reveals that more than half of Americans believe the First Amendment guarantees too many rights, with significant concern about losing their jobs over expressing their views. This climate of fear is evident, as 83% of respondents admitted to self-censoring in the past month, with nearly a quarter doing so fairly or very often. Well, the news isn't all doom and gloom, and it never is. While technology is being misused by the powers that be, it's also being used for good. Biomimicry is the study of how nature's designs, processes, and systems can inspire innovative solutions and technologies to human challenges. Architects and engineers are using biomimicry to design buildings that imitate termite mounds, which naturally regulate temperature and reduce energy consumption. Mimicking the tubercles on humpback whale fins has improved wind turbine efficiency, while scientists have developed self-healing concrete by imitating coral's ability to repair damage. The average American spends nearly 90% of their time indoors. Meanwhile, kids who dare to step outside are reaping the mental and physical health benefits. I love how this article emphasizes that in nature, children are inspired to be creative and think outside the box, and they naturally gravitate towards sharing, cooperating, and comforting others. This feels especially important given the loneliness and mental health crisis impacting our youth. In a groundbreaking discovery, researchers have observed Florida carpenter ants performing life-saving amputations on injured nestmates, marking the first instance of non-human animals executing such procedures. The ants first lick the wound and then bite off the damaged limb to prevent infection. Check out the news article summaries below for the full stories. And remember, we can't shift the chaos we're in until we name it. When we can recognize what's pushing us in our personal lives and as a society, we already have a degree of freedom from it. It is the courage of the people and the love for the common good that bring these injustices to light, fueling open dialogue and constructive action. We invite you to share any comments, thoughts, or questions below. And if you like this video, please share our work and this video widely. We're all in this together.